Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold over the middle. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. A big play there on the catch and run. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tiger.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, what a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Darnold out to his left. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit!
Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
taking on the midfield logo. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Lucas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Tiger.
Here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And Darnold just beating the play clock. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. 319. 319.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now Zaire Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, 4 down. Richmond. Motion.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. And the pressure gets to him again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lucas. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Tiger. Come back. Tiger.
Now a first down throw. Watson being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Watson trying to get his guys moving. They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Tiger. Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. We're just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tiger. Richmond.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this one is right down Broadway. And that gets them back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Leonard Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Darnold. Dumps it off to Fournette. And now running right through it. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll run it here. And a loose football. And the Raiders have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, first and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. The Titans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a third and goal here.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Back now in the East Bay. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this one is right through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now, off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Clock
continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Darnold down to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tiger.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Hey, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back. Richmond, Richmond.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Powerful running. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack.
Come back.
What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run.